Thought the team up by here, so let upbeat you all, man. Nah, boy, let it upbeat you all, but it doesn't happen with you all, man. Let it doesn't on with you all, boy, here. Let it going on with you all, boy, here today. Let it going on, let it going on, let it going on. How you all boys doing? How you all boys doing today? Let me know in the thing chat where how you all boys doing? How you all boys reading? What is happening? You all man today. Did it have on team though today? Not gonna lie to you all boys here. It did happen on the minute to hang you all boys here. Yeah, boys here. Good man. Alright, everybody hop up in here, man. I'll be probably demon though every 4 day in the morning. Maybe 1. Right.
The Golden State Squad coming through the tunnel early. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And a moment to check out who...
Hang on, Dave. Dude, we don't be mad. Okay, my remote. What do we get behind the day?
The Los Angeles Lakers have coming up.
On
Thursday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Jackson, then it's Connect, then it's Austin Reeves, and it's Doncic in at the 1. On paper, Clark, this is a mismatch, but the game is played on the floor.
I see where you're going with that, BA, but I look at the talent disparity between these teams. It's wide and deep. It's a chasm. So I see no opportunity for any kind of surprise here.
Now here's MP. Against Sacramento, he was really on his game. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Lakers. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
They had not run up against the Lakers yet. But it do be.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. He's really been spectacular lately. Here's your Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
And his team counts on him to lead the offense and make things happen out there. And lately, he's done just that. He's giving a ton of energy and done everything in his power to help them succeed.
Now the Warriors with it, and they've been quite the story in the NBA this season, stringing together 22 wins in a row and looking for more.
This team, I tell you, is doing a heck of a job actually putting their name against some of the best names in the NBA's history. When you talk about winning streaks, I mean, these kind of streaks do not happen often, and there's a lot going right for this group right now.
And Clark, what's incredible about LeBron, he makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
BA, I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. I mean, he's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks, inspiring along the way.
Now here's MP. Pass to Curry to snap the cold streak. And MP with a basket on the assist from Curry.
Boy, the fifth time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Podziemski's checked in for the Warriors. The Lakers also with a sub. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Reeves.
Yeah, we honorable to die million with the other boy. But they're all done, man.
The Warriors trailing. And the Lakers looking at who they've got. They've got James. Connect is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. Now here's MP. Back to Podziemski. 4 on the clock. Muscling it home, MP.
Showing a lot of muscle on the interior. MP unaffected by the defense there.
The Lakers shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Kings played some superb basketball. He scored 45 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. And while he's certainly been great, so has this team. They're clicking on all cylinders. This looks like a team in sync, BA.
Okay, Ali, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry their BA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one. Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Now here's Hachimura. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent.
They're about to drop a damn dirty blanket in here, man.
Threat on offense. Clark Hachimura has always been a monster with a strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does. He has an ample frame, BA. Working out with LeBron during the summer and training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer. A native of Japan, Hachimura continues to demonstrate why he was a lottery pick in 2019.
The Lakers making a switch here. Reeves is checked in. And so MP will bring it up for Golden State. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. Now here's Podziemski. Back to MP. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Down low, MP drops it in.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
The Lakers trail.
Run down, guy. Run down. I'm doing. Dark mode. Yeah. There we go. Yo, man, your boy engaging.
James deciding where to go with it. Reeves pass to James. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
That's a high IQ pass by Reeves. He sets up the guy who's most open.
MP against James. MP, the pass to Moody. Back to MP. Lets it go from deep. The long range hit from MP.
You know,
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Warriors make some changes. LeBron comes in for Diabate, and it's Stephen Curry in for Podziemski. Jackson, he's checked in for the Lakers. Doncic comes in for James. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Luka on the attack.
Nice work from Doncic, doing a good job finding a way to get it done inside.
The Warriors have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Left side Curry, back to MP.
Yeah, you don't let people my dad.
Top of the key.
Money.
And that one comes up a bit short.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
To the middle. Here's Connect. Warriors with the rebound. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game.
I guess the defense was not expecting a quick release. LeBron can get it up and down in a hurry, though.
Now here's Doncic. Against Atlanta, he was really on his game. Pass to Hachimura. Now Doncic from downtown. And doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5. Doncic against MP.
Let me know that way.
Do that. 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Misses in close.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Here's Connect, covered by MP.
Don't doubt me, dude.
Kuminga pulls it in. The Warriors lead by 3. Pass to Moody. Back to MP. 54 seconds left in the second quarter. Launches it. The rebound by Jackson.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Oh, Doncic playing above the rim.
And, you know, you look at Doncic for a forward, this guy handles the ball extremely well. He's terrific at creating for himself off the dribble.
MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Easy
MP's got 11 points.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
James with the block.
What timing by James on the denial. His hand is right there at the exact moment it needs to be.
Diabate's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski comes in for Moody. Nora's checked in for the Lakers.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
MP shot is good.
Displaying the range right there. Good to see MP taking and making that kind of shot.
Outside Reeves. With 1 on the clock. And Hachimura with the lay-in. Hachimura's got his second basket of the night.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
MP getting it done for Golden State. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Everybody get up in here.
They'll have the advantage coming in, but it's not like they're infallible. I mean, no one is.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, it's a favorable matchup, but the game, last time I checked, is played on hardwood. And now, guys, let's talk about these Warriors and this close game they find themselves in.
Their offense is flowing. Guys are getting into their spot. The ball is finding them. Great execution so far, guys.
I'd say our halftime show is going just as smoothly. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Second. Half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. MP really making a difference here.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it. And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
They've got MP, Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's James in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Warriors 5. And the Lakers with possession here. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Reeves, the pass to Nurkic. Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced.
Give me 1 minute, boy.
That as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
Here's MP. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. 6 on the shot clock to the right side. Kuminga finds MP. Nice move. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Lakers trail by 4. Jackson outside. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third.
Reeves throws that one down, held nothing back.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD. Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
Pass to Doncic. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Golden State. James has got 5 rebounds in the game. MP outside. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And now it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
B.A., I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. And he's in that category. One of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity. You got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time.
Be doing more late night demons than you all boys
what he's doing at this age.
Man, they get in the demons.
Give him 8 points now. Nurkic with the ball. Jackson Davis on him.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Got him.
Pass to
Yeah,
Curry.
got a right more to
From
that.
deep, MP. That drops, and it comes off the... This from Curry. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
Guys, I'll tell you what feels like
Man,
everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Now here's Doncic. He has 7. Off target from outside.
Given his range, you'd expect
You
him
did
to
throw the
capitalize on
thing,
that opening.
and we got T-Ball
MP drives in.
Yeah, bro,
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
dang, let me see it down there. Yeah, dip it the one. Yeah, maybe the bro ain't no on here. Me ain't no here down, but here. What the hell? You're doing nothing with E over there.
When we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're
Um,
referring to nights like this one.
Outside Reeves. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3. Reeves has got 7 points here in the quarter.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He
let's
wants to
do it,
review
y'all,
the game
man. Let's
plan.
do it. I've been doing up in the team. More people than the up in here, me do not there. How many people we did do doing, man? But did them people up in the game,
Majewski's checked in for MP.
It's y'all gonna do.
And the Lakers also making a change. Alexander Walker's checked in.
Wonder.
Curry surveys. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Lakers. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Jackson. Minute 32 left in the third quarter. The Luka 3. Money.
Watch out now when Doncic is dialed in from deep because he's unguardable.
James outside.
Stiffness that primarily affect.
You won't play your violin, man. Oh man, they got into a team, boy.
The Warriors lead by 11.
They probably a get. They probably a demon there.
Rui Hachimura is out there with Nikhil Alexander.
Top of demon in. And whatnot, guys.
Then it's Jaren Jackson. Then it's
do it
Austin
all
Reeves. And it's James in at the
Maybe
point.
Well, this
probably
team needs to
do
keep
it.
getting the rock to MP. He's been feeling it all night.
And the Lakers with possession here. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. To the inside.
No,
And no good. Trying to use the glass.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Pass to Diabate. From deep, MP. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Man, they all.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Now here's Jackson. James outside. Now here's Hachimura. Moody defends. 4 on the clock. Outside Reeves. From outside the arc. And no good. And so MP will bring it up for Golden State. This is the most they've led, 13 points. James with the rebound. The Lakers shooting just under 40% from the field. Jackson on the wing, and out of bounds. The Warriors will take it.
One in the piazza. Me when they hit them being a me all boy, you had that nothing up in the team, man.
And the Warriors making a change here. Jackson Davis is checked in. Nurkic is checked in for the Lakers.
Good job.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's MP. Pass to Pajemski. Back to MP. MP battles him inside.
Wanting it more, MP doing work inside.
That's how we do it, guys.
15. Jackson outside.
Me do the work. Me doing my job on that.
Hachimura outside. Sweet little floater.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
The Warriors have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. MP with it. Jackson in his pocket. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
His first turnover. He's been extremely steady with the ball tonight.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And the Warriors make some changes. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Diabate. And it's Curry in for Pajemski. Connect checked in for Los Angeles. Doncic comes in for James. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. They told the team to dig deep, play with passion, finish this game out right. We'll see if you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And it's Doncic missing. The Warriors lead by 13. MP, the pass to James. Puts it up. And MP with a basket on the assist by James. MP's got 6 points in the quarter.
Nice work by MP. He gets to his spot and cashes in.
Pass to Connect. Back to Doncic. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. MP outside. Back to Kuminga. MP with it. He's covered by Reeves. MP no good. Lakers trail by 13. Pass to Doncic. Fires the three. Kuminga pulls it in. Golden State is going 0-2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's MP. Sinks that one from the post. MP's got 33.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Warriors.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And with this one safely in the books, it'll mark their 23rd win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting. And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action. We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
And both free throws good for MP. And Grant, with the 65 games rule for player awards, it did seem there was a real reduction in load management.
Yeah, B.A., and I liked it. The Stars played more early on, but we also saw a lot of them get banged up by the playoffs. So it seems there's still a balance to be struck. That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
He got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Boucher's checked in for Jackson Davis. Diabate comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for LeBron. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Stephen Curry. Outside, Alexander Walker shoots.
Do like me moment with that on the
Nice
day,
D from
guys.
Moody.
I do not
And
know
here's
why.
MP. He'll bring it up for Golden State. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6
Run through number.
points. Let's it fly. And they recover it. Boucher finds MP.
I got that. Hell,
Another shot.
nobody need to rock.
Rebounded by Bogdan.
Man. Nobody need to
And the
rock.
Lakers with possession here. Down by 15. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
You know, Malcolm Brogdon is a jack-of-all-trades kind of player, and really solid at sharing the ball with his teammates.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one.
Yeah,
A
man.
clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching.
I'll be right back, y'all.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
I'm back, y'all. My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm back. Back at it. Alright, buddy. About to run it again.
You ready, MP?
Not again on the game. Give me a minute, guys. I'm back, about that you all boy here. So you all, what you all doing that at night, man? Tell me in the chat what you all don't be doing that at night. You do at me on Friday, man. You do at me, man. What you all doing about at night, man? Let me know in the chat what you all doing about day night.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And checking out some numbers for Tyler Jerome.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Trace Jackson Davis. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's MP. And it's James in at the small forward spot. And for the Clippers, they've got Michael Porter. Ivica Zubac is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Christie, and it's Jerome in at the point. Well, Greg, we're sure to see a lot of quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Now, here's MP. Following the miss by Michael Porter. Back to MP. Outside, Kuminga, down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's MP. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Porter with it, out defended by MP. Jerome passes to
You know
Portis.
you all don't probably vote me in the dominant riding right now. Right then, all you can do. But I really don't.
Bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. And I'm here to tell you, it's been a victory march for them. What a stretch. Match. 23 straight wins and still counting.
What's striking to me about this incredible streak is that in the course of a season, you might have an injury, you might have a bad shooting night, maybe your defensive game plan wasn't strong at the outset, and yet they grind night after night, come up with different ways to win. The commitment it takes to be on this kind of run is something else.
The 3 from MP. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
The floor spacing ability on display by MP right there.
Here's Jerome, guarded by Curry. Curry with the steal. Here's Christie. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big-time play on both ends.
And the shot goes in.
The more productive he is down low, the more minutes Zubac is going to get. That's just excellent execution and finish.
Ball stolen. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Pass to Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you can tell Porter Jr. wants to keep getting better. And that's one reason why this team is so high.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good. Porter. Bajemski, he's checked in.
But
In for MP.
I don't really know that. I might end it all at one.
Clippers trail by 5. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Moody. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then it's MP. And it's Diabate in at the center, filling out the middle. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Lakers was tremendous. He added 37 points and hit a few threes, which helped his team spacing. He showed up once again in what's becoming the norm for him of late. We'll see what he has in store tonight. Kevin?
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Los Angeles has gone 1-2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Jerome passes to Russell.
Give me a minute. Alright, but yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that.
There's the triple. Diabate grabs the board.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Right side, Kuminga. The 19-foot shot.
Money. Oh my God. I didn't do it, bro.
Moody the pass to MP. Second shot opportunity. Right through contact, MP.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
I didn't really end it all at one.
Here's Jerome.
Good morning.
Coming off a solid outing against Phoenix.
Dirty bad.
Russell high post. Pass to Jones. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Warriors leading by 6. MP with it.
I mean, I dribble on either you all.
Focus, MP.
Well, being able to finish through contact, essential for MP. No one going to make it easy on the interior.
There's Russell with the 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
MP finds Kuminga. Here's Moody. Drills the three-pointer. And now an 11-point Warrior lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So both teams making some changes here. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Dallas, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for Golden State, they're rolling, and we expected that. Lots of talent. The chemistry is there, and so is the unrivaled production.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Jerome.
Damn it.
LeBron kicks to MP. This one for 3.
Oh my God. Wait, I didn't even do that.
Last time they lost to the Warriors.
And defensively in that one, they
I didn't
needed
even
to come
do
up
that,
with big stops
know.
to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem
everything
is
I
their
read
defense
that, I
went
did
with
not
them.
do it for
And they continue to control the glass.
On everything, bro. Like,
just under 3.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. In the corner, it's James. Here's MP. Got a hand on it.
My bad. I didn't do
Porter
it
with
now.
Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing.
Come on,
nice
dog.
ball movement by the
Come on, bro.
Now, here's Porter. Back to Porter. Pulls it up. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Porter's got 7.
Jeremy, that man hop on ding a little bit.
Stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Russell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Then for the Warriors, Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Chris Boucher. And Kuminga's subbed in for Moody. Now, here's MP. 9 points in the game so far.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Lakers. Outside Portis. Porter in the corner. Inside, Christie. Outside Portis.
Out, too big.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside touches.
Outside Curry. MP with the bounce pass. The fadeaway. MP showing the range.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Clippers. They trail by 11. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And the focus was to get stops all game.
Dude, that thing they did it, I did
and that led to some big-time rejection.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested
we don't
every
very many
shot.
dumb to do,
And with the lead, I like the strategy.
we don't very many dumb to do,
boy.
we don't very many dumb
One
like
thing
this,
we've
boy.
learned in the NBA, the
We do
game
not
is never
play.
over. So
You
you've
do
got
not
to continue to
play,
score.
boy.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We come back right after this.
Hang on, run that.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for Golden State.
Their offense may get the credit for the lead, but they've set the tone with their rebounding.
I give it the Shaq stamp of approval. They've been the schoolyard bullies today.
And next up, we have the award winners, our players of the month in the East and the West. In the Eastern Conference, Paolo Banchero.
These days, when they need a bucket, this is the guy they're going to. He's making great reads, finding the weaknesses in every D that they go up against. And as a coach, it's a big advantage to have a player who's so dominant.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You're looking at MP in this one. He's been everywhere.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
You know, Doris, assists aren't just a point guard stat any longer, are they? A lot of big men in the league can distribute very well.
Yeah, Kev, it's really striking to me how multi-dimensional every single position in the NBA has become. As you said, bigs can pass, point guards can attack the cup and score. The game is becoming more and more skilled.
Michael Porter's out there with Portis.
Oh,
God damn.
my goodness.
That is anybody real, bro.
Incredible.
Me didn't do that damn out-root, but a damn dunk on the other than
Clippers trail by 16.
Well,
Pass to Christie. Porter in the corner. Portis against Kuminga. Christie with the screen on Kuminga. Down low. Christie can't make it.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Curry finds MP. Lets it go with a three. Sinks the triple.
Bean, bean, Joey Bean.
MP's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say, with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by. Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. Porter's a screen on Curry. Can they get it? And it's blocked.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Damn it. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up.
Outside Porter. And a wide open look for Portis.
Sorry, guys. Sorry,
Nice
guys.
assist from Porter. Portis has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. MP against Christie. Back to MP. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And that's now 26 points for MP.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Here's Christie. Nice form on the 20-footer. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And the Clippers making a change here. Love's checked in, and it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
It seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
You look at MP, he'll have a spot in the contest.
Done.
Just if he can hang out of the number 4 spot in the voting, and with his skills, you know he'll have a shot to win it if he can make it in.
He's going to have a great shot. And Kevin, he's going to give it everything he's got if he can make it into the contest. I bet his dunks have some serious thought being put into them.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, they don't invite me to be a judge.
Man, y'all, it almost won it
I'm still going.
And it's Love with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. 19-point game.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Right side, Kuminga. And here's MP for 3. Good up. The triple. MP's got 15 points here in the second half.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him
Yeah, they do.
time and again. You love the effort here late.
Portis inside the three-point line, and Curry pulls it down.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
MP dishes to Kuminga. Swiped it away.
Tim, yeah, bro.
With his first shot attempt, the Warriors pull it in. To the inside. Here's Jackson.
Run the drop, man. Run the drop. Run the drop. Run the
Good,
drop.
and the assist goes to MP.
Oh, I love
Alright,
that
man.
dish
That
down
don't
low.
do the thing, but yeah, hope y'all enjoy. Hope y'all have the best all night, man. And all we here know what to do. Remember, keep it derby. And then make it your bajab, right? Dominant bajab. If you'll be bond to everybody that dominant on my video and my demon, Hope you enjoyed it. If you want that, already know me.